absolutely jaw-dropping, just stunning. I cannot believe that this is actually happening. This is a trade that should be inconceivable, a trade that should never happen in any league. This is like if the Chiefs traded Patrick Mahomes for Jalen Ramsey. It is. And the GM of the Mavericks ought to be ashamed of himself. By the way, when I first saw this tweet of the trade, the details hit my timeline, I was like, this is not real, it's fake, this is fictional, this is Hoop Central, it's bullshit, but apparently it wasn't Central, so yeah, it was real, it was ESPN, it was fucking everywhere, every major analyst and reporter and site broke it, so yeah, this is reality, this is the NBA, and should not be possible. It should not be a trade that ever goes through. It's got to be vetoed, right? Like, you think it has to be vetoed. Like, there's no way this trade gets confirmed because it's so lopsided, it's unbelievable. Now, I understand what the Mavericks... No, I don't understand why they did it. I have no idea why they traded the best ever player they've had. It's something that's ridiculous. It shouldn't ever happen. It doesn't even make sense to do it. And there's rumblings he didn't even request a trade. So the guy didn't even request out of Dallas. He wanted to stay where he was. He wanted to stay put. But apparently they felt a really big need and desire to trade for a defensive player. So they traded for Anthony Davis, who is a really good player. Can't stay healthy, but is a really good player when he is healthy, which is never, but still. You can just pretend he's, gonna play a bunch of games and then, hopefully he doesn't. Let's call a spade a spade. This is the worst fucking trade in the history of the NBA. Like, why the fuck? This is like if you had prime James Harden, and you were thinking, okay, we need defense on this team. We need someone, a big that can anchor it down. So I'm going to go trade for Marcus Camby. So you trade prime 30-something points per game, James Harden, for Marcus fucking Camby. Now, obviously, AD's a 15 times better player than Marcus Camby, but it's like trading Marcus Camby for James Harden in this prime. It's nuts. It doesn't make any sense. I hope you get what I'm trying to say with this comparison. This is one of the worst trades I've ever seen. Ever. Like, you wouldn't be able to do this trade in a fucking video game. You wouldn't be able to do this trade in 2K. It would shoot you down so fast. Both sides. Like, you would not be able to do this. If you were the Lakers, you were trying to trade AD for Luka, they would decline. If you were trying to trade Luka to Lakers for AD, they would decline. They would get shot down. They would tell you, fuck you, never do business with us again. 2K would literally delete itself off your fucking hard drive if you tried to fucking do that trade. But yeah, I mean, we're here talking about it. This is, oh my god, this is nuts. Woo! This is the biggest trade maybe in any sport I have ever seen. And that's no joke. That's not, me saying that for the video, for entertainment. I'm not trying to troll or get a reaction. This is the biggest trade ever. At least in the NBA. This is the biggest NBA trade ever. This is Luka Doncic, who is destined at the end of his career to be one of the greatest players to ever play basketball. Already is one of the best offensive basketball players to ever play the game. And the Mavericks traded him for a beat-up 31-year-old center who has health problems, who can't stay on the floor consistently, and nothing else. One first-round pick. You should have said, give us your next 7 years of first-round picks and second-rounders. If I was the Mavericks, I would have requested 7, 8, 9, maybe even a decade's worth of picks. It's Luka Doncic. You're acting like you're trading a scrub. You're not fucking trading Malachi Flynn, for fuck's sake. You're trading the best player you've ever had. For nothing. For peanuts. For an old-ass fucking player. He's still good, but he might not be good for long, because if he can't stay healthy, he's got the name Street Clothes for a reason. He can't fucking stay on the floor. And what if he sucks all of a sudden? What if he starts being a scrub? What if he's a shell of himself in Dallas? Then what do? What if he doesn't fit the system that the coach is trying to run? What happens then? Exactly. You're fucked. You just traded the best player you have ever had for an old center and one first-round pick. A single first-round pick. That should be illegal. You should be thrown in jail for a trade that bad. You should literally be incarcerated for that bullshit of a trade, man. God! I'm not a fan of the Lakers. I'm not a fan of the Mavs. But this is fucking ridiculous. This is the shittiest trade I've ever seen. It's one of the biggest scams in the history of the NBA. How the fuck does that... And, I mean, I'm not even saying the Lakers get super duper better. They get better, but their defense is going to be so bad. Luka, Austin Reeves, Jackson Hayes, Dalton Knecht. They got a bunch of other scrub players who can't defend. Old-ass LeBron, who can't defend consistently. So I don't think this team's going to win the finals. I still don't think this team gets it out of the second round, but their future is bright as fuck because they only had to give up one first rounder. So the Lakers have the brightest future of any team now because they have Luka fucking Doncic on their team. And if they pay him money and they draft right and they build around Luka for the next decade, the Lakers are going to be unstoppable. Once again, I don't see them winning it all this year, but maybe next year they can win it all. I don't know. This is the worst trade. Like, it's just no logic in this trade at all. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And the Jazz apparently were part of this shitty-ass trade, too. They got Jalen Hood, Shafino, whatever the hell the scrub's name was. Another guy was a scrub. Will probably never play another fucking minute in the NBA. But yeah, man. I just wanted to make this video because this is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. I cannot believe this has just happened. One of the most earth-shattering, reality-defying trades I've ever seen. Once again, if you pitch this trade in a video game, it would get declined every time. This is absolutely nuts, folks. Man, thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.